it's like kids, like they may want more money or they may want more something from you, but they have to do something for it. You're not just going to go, here you go, otherwise it's going to create entitlement issues. And that's essentially kind of what's happening. The fact that you've got him like sitting, like I didn't tell him to do that, but I just kind of pushed him on there and he jumped on. The fact you've got him doing this is like, we've already got boundaries set up. So we're already kind of like 50-60% there. All we've got to do is just understand when we can and can't communicate with the dog, and a lot of these issues are probably going to disappear pretty quickly. So if you guys jump on the couch and then we can kind of, so say this is your living room. At this point here, you want to push him away. Yeah, unfortunately.
Like off or?
Yeah, I'll go like, off. That's it. And what he's going to do is he's going to start looking for other things to try and get attention from. So he's going to go to your partner. Off. That's it. Then he's going to go try to pick something up in the environment. Then he's going to try to do something else. And what's happening is his brain gets stuck in this high frequency. Right? And he's just like this all the time. And then you go take him for a walk and he goes like this because there's more pressure, there's more things in the environment. And dogs pick up on that energy, right? So if he's got that energy and then it elevates every time he goes somewhere near it, dogs pick up on that, and it kind of becomes like a heat seeker missile. So dogs start going, oh, like so they start avoiding him because they're like, it's kind of like, you know, if you meet someone who's a little bit off and they have a bit of a funny personality, you're kind of like, whoa, that was a bit odd. You know, same thing, right? He's kind of giving off that like too much vibe. So that and this little exercise here is going to really help that. And he's settling down quickly. So just implementing a little bit of, hey, look, get off me, you can't do that. He's going to settle very quickly. It's just consistency. Like if we get rid of this little trigger, this overexcited trigger that he's got, we're probably going to see a big difference in the way dogs are dealing with him in general. Does that make sense?
So they'll be able to sense that he's not as triggered.
Yeah, like you know, like we can all, like it's fair to say that all of us can notice this difference in his energy from when he was roaming to the second I picked the lead up. So what triggered that was when I picked the lead up, right? So he elevated. That energy there, like I said, when you pulled up, all my dogs picked up on the energy he gave off straight away. That's what triggered them to start barking.
Right.
Does that make sense? And they'll pick up on that from
without even seeing him.
Yeah, the smell, because the dog he'll let off different scents when he's in that state and different energy, and they're animals, right? So they pick up on that. They're very instinctual creatures, so they're very in tune with each other's energy. So he turns up on the property, they smell a new dog, he's letting off a scent and with this energy, and they all go. Arr! Does that make sense? And then you walk down the street, and he's doing that down the street, and then and he's going, oh, and we're not communicating in the right way, and it's just snowballing out of control at this point. And it's only small at this point, so it's not major, but understanding where it's going and how it operates is very crucial. So in general, he's pretty calm, which is like in the environment, like he's kind of, you know, okay until we engage with him. So it's every time we engage with him is actually what's elevating him. So you see he was okay, then I went, hey buddy, and he came over and then his energy's back. So it's our engagement with the dog, we've definitely defined that that's elevating. And so you've got two options when the dog starts to. This is one, completely ignore it. So what I'm just doing is just ignoring the dog completely until he gets bored like that. Or two is just like I use like a verbal marker like no or oi, and just or off or whatever it may be, and just a shove to kind of get him to bugger off. But like I said, that needs to be consistent.
So you do one, ignore or the off thing, or you do either?
Yeah, like I'll do a bit of both. Like if he's, it's kind of like sorry, I'll get into space a little bit. But if I'm kind of like this,
right,
you'll push back. But if I'm kind of like, hey, I might ignore.
Right.
Sorry, you know what I mean? Like
it's exactly what he's doing. If he's just sort of around, you just ignore him. But if he's really pushing into you,
that's it.
He's trying to like burrow in, get rid of him. But if he's just sort of sniffing around, you can ignore him. Yeah, you can probably relate that to sparring, I'm guessing. So like, you know, with sparring, it's like when someone starts putting the heat on you, you feel that heat, and you're like, oh shit, I need to amp up a little bit. Okay. That same feeling is that same instinct you're going to use with the dog. Like you want to match the intensity. Right. So you don't want to overdo it to the point where he's going like, huh. Right. But you don't want to underdo it that he's just going like, well, I don't respect you. Yeah.